Members of the Mr. Beast crew just confirmed the rumor that many fans had speculated. Ever since Karl Jacobs started appearing in Mr. Beast's videos, many longtime fans were hesitant about his role, with some even finding that the way he acted towards some of his fellow stars was inappropriate. And one rumor that has been circulating for a while now is that Karl has been influencing the way other members act. But the one that really has fans upset is the change in longtime crew member Chris, who many fans looked up to. A lot of fans had gotten used to Chris being the most hands-on person in the Mr. Beast crew, but that was much before Karl joined the crew. Once Karl joined, many people noticed Chris started dressing differently, a more feminine persona. But fans weren't only upset about the sudden change in Chris's behavior, they were also upset about the reason Chris had changed. There have been a lot of theories floating around as to what exactly prompted this change, but the one that many fans have accepted was easily the craziest one. Some of Mr. Beast's fans are blaming Karl for the change in Chris's persona, with the most popular term being the Karl effect. So, the reason behind fans putting the blame on Karl is due to his more feminine style and actions. But could this criticism be justified? Well, it's impossible to know whether or not Karl is the real reason Chris started to appear differently. But according to the timeline of Karl joining the channel and Chris changing his persona lines up almost too well. But some fans decided to take it a bit too far by claiming that Karl actually turned Chris gay. However, in 2020, Chris came out as bisexual in a tweet where he claims he has always had bisexual feelings. But people were having a hard time believing this, since until recently, Chris never really showed that side of him. And even after coming out, fans still believed that the reason behind all of this was Karl joining the crew. With all this controversy and backlash coming from the community, Chris decided to take a break from social media. But the drama between Chris and Karl gets even crazier, with some people speculating that Chris actually divorced his wife, who is also the mother of his child. As crazy as it sounds, this rumor could actually have some truth to it, and you won't believe the evidence people have found. Fans have noticed that Chris and his wife have both stopped posting pictures of one another on their social media accounts, and people have also noticed that Chris has stopped wearing his wedding ring, which fans believe could only mean one thing. But that's not even the craziest rumor people have been speculating. Some Mr. Beast fans are claiming that the reason for Chris and his wife separating isn't because he came out as bisexual, but for a totally different reason. There are actually people who claim that the reason Chris is no longer with his wife is because he wants to pursue a relationship with Karl. But whether or not that's true is still unknown. But for now, we have to keep in mind that Karl has identified as asexual.